An Israeli acapella group will put on a number of performances in town next month. To raise a little awareness, the group recently put on a promotional roadshow at Yuyuan Garden. I had the chance to witness it and talk to the singers about their upcoming performances in Shanghai. Is this their first time in Shanghai?
Absolutely, and as you can see, they're very excited about that, and yourself.
Oh, they are. They are very excited. So they can't talk.
Well,
it's an image setting that they only sing.
Well, they can imitate, of course, any sound, anything that they hear, but the only person who's actually able to speak is Scratcher, who's the ship translator. He has a special ability to read the language that are in your head, so to speak.
All right, so the reason that you guys are in such crowded places, it's because they want to get engaged. Yeah. With viewers, with the ordinary people, to see how they react.
They have a childlike quality about discovering music and personalities, and they really want to interact. Sometimes it's a little bit frightening, sometimes it's funny, but it's always fun.
But the reason they have this image setting, why is that? Because, well, forgive me, but it does look a bit scary sometimes.
I know, but here's the thing. If you are, well, the concept of the show, first of all, is that it's about the music. When you see the show, you see there's no elaborate set design, there's no sound effects, no set changes. It's really about how they do the music. And the music is done here on the face, which is why the red lips is really where you focus the attention. The white represents purity, represents cleanliness, represents peace, represents, it's the concept of not just the show, but how we see the music and how we want the show to be.
So very pure, and then people get the focus is the singing.
Yeah. Well, when you look at them, they're so, they're so devoid of any kind of sexual identity in a sense. And it's wonderful for the music, because then you go, this guy sounds like a girl when he's singing falsetto, she sounds like a guy, and so on. And he sounds like really anything he wants. Yeah. And the helicopter. Oh, look. Could do some animals sound.
The dolphin.
Okay. Even baby crying in the audience, he's doing like. Every sound he hears, he absorbs and comes out in a musical way.
So how about let's do a test?
Yes.
Let's walk somewhere there with the lots of people, and we'll see how they can interact with them, and how they can come up with some music instantly. Okay? Okay. So they've performed something very interesting somewhere in Yuyuan. You see the passion they've created, and people are very interested in it. Were you expecting this?
Well, we see it often, and I guess the initial approach is the fact that they're white and kind of curious and childlike. But in a real way, it's about the acapella. As soon as they sing, because people wonder what these guys are. Are they going to be miming? Are they going to be jumping? What are they doing? As soon as they open up their mouth and sing, especially when they do something in Chinese, people are really affected by that. Also because the acapella is a little bit unique in comparison to other acapella shows out there.
How unique?
Well, usually an acapella would be a concert, would be a classical approach to classical pieces, mostly musical, jazz, classical stuff. What we do is we attempt to do Britney Spears and Lady Gaga and Justin Bieber. And the reason there is that it's not about the quality of the songs. Not to say that any song is better than the other, but these are songs you don't necessarily expect to hear a cappella. I know that Israel is really not the place you would traditionally expect an a cappella show to emerge from.
But it is a very creative country. We all know
That's
that.
what we do. Israel, for the lack of natural resources, no gas, no coal, no diamonds, no water, no salt, no car, no really nothing. And even in terms of industry, it's 6 million people, so it doesn't justify heavy movie industry or music industry. The director, Leo Calfo, who's a good friend of mine, he said to me, listen, I want to do a one-of-a-kind a cappella musical as opposed to a concert. I want to do a show with 2 beatboxers and 6 singers. He said, what's the minimum you want to do and still have an orchestra? And I said 8. I want to do 2 beatboxers, bass, tenor, baritone, alto, mezzo, soprano, and then at least that, and I can create a show. And immediately we came up with that first medley, those history of music in 5 minutes, which had 30-something songs in 5 minutes. If you think about it, that's 7 songs a minute. That's 9 seconds a song, you know. And these songs range from Bach and Mozart all the way to I Like to Move It, covering 100 years of music. That became so successful on YouTube that we knew we had something. We knew we had something special that people haven't seen before.
So for the format of it, if I'm understanding that correctly, so you have not just those 8 people, you have all qualified and professional singers who's doing this in different places.
Mostly the shows, for whatever amount of time we'll spend in a certain place, the shows will be like the same format. Probably 1 show every night, some matinees and so on. Every time that we, you know, get to a new place, or I experiment with new technology, it immediately goes in the show and readapted by the new people who are doing it. Also, new people means new blood, means new enthusiasm. New countries means, oh my God, where I am right now. And all of that translates immediately to the show because they don't speak. So everything that they have has to be expressed.
If you miss them in Yuyuan Garden, the group will be performing at ET Space from May 20th to 30th.